My name is Shivy Williams. I am your health, wellness, and fitness accountability coach, and I help you reach your goals by holding you accountable for reaching them. And one way I do that is with these awesome motivational messages that I bring to you guys. So before I get started, make sure you share this video. You can also find this video, if you want to watch it later, on my YouTube channel. So head over to YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, LBX Fitness Workouts, where I post awesome, great workouts along with motivational messages. Okay, you guys, so let's get started with today's motivational message. So one of the things I notice when I do the 30-day challenges is that everyone starts off so strong. So when you guys get on your weight loss journey or your healthy lifestyle journey or whatever the journey is that you want to call it, we always start off strong, right? We're like in it to win it. We're like first day, second day, third day, first week. We are in it. We're doing good. We're feeling good about ourselves. We're like, yeah, I can do this. I can make it happen. I'm eating healthier. I'm drinking my water. I'm exercising. And then all of a sudden, what happens? That's kind of really what I want to talk to you guys about is what happens after week number 2? What happens the third week and the fourth week? For some people, it happens the second week. What happens and what causes you to fall off the wagon, or what causes you to fall off track, or what causes you to not want to keep going? What causes you to not have that same enthusiastic spirit that you have when you first start, right? I have done these 30-day challenges, and I've done challenges for the last couple years, and a lot of times, a lot of the people start the same way. And so what I want to tell you is, it's really all about you and what you plan to do. So everybody has good days and everybody has bad days. I don't care how long someone's been in fitness. There are good days and there are bad days. I have good days, I have bad days. There are days I work out. There are some days where I'm like, forget this, I'm not doing it today. There are days where I eat healthy, there are days where I'm not eating healthy. But guess what? That does not cause me to want to give up and to completely stop altogether, right? My dad had COVID-19. My dad was diagnosed with COVID-19. That did not cause me not to want to work out, right? It didn't. Now his case was not as bad as other people's cases, but it can still worry you, right? And so what I want to know from you guys is, a lot of you have started the journey. What causes you to fall off the journey and not get back up, right? So for some people, like, one of the things for me was I had gotten pregnant, and I just was like, okay, I worked out as long as I could, and I just was like, I can't make it no more. I was too tired. And then I stopped. And then after me being pregnant, right after pregnancy, I was like slowly getting back into it. I had lost a lot of the weight. To be honest, I just really wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel like doing it. That was why I didn't. But then what got me back into it was I was tired of the way I looked, right? So of course, comparing my old self to the current self I was in, I was like, oh, let me go ahead and start working back out. So the workouts are never hard for me. Never were hard for me. It's the eating part that was hard. And then I decided to change that and go for it. And I did. And I did great. Like, I lost 22 pounds. I did excellent. And then I kind of just was like, oh, I'm doing good. And then I kind of creeped back into the bad habits of eating bad food, right? But it didn't cause me to stop, give up on the journey, and to quit the journey, right? So as someone, I think, let me see who said it. Karen said, gotta be consistent whether you want to or not. And that is very true. You have to show up regardless of if you want to or not. There are days where you're not going to want to show up, and you should. There are going to be days where you don't want to show up because your body, really your body, not your mind, but your body is exhausted and tired and doesn't want to show up. Those are days that you have to determine on what those days look like. But you take one day, you give your body a rest, and then after that, the next day, you get right back on track to your workouts. The eating part should just be staying consistent, right? It's very consistent with eating, with your eating habits. It's very consistent. You just stay consistently eating healthy and drinking your water and eating your fresh fruits and your raw veggies and eating your more vegetables and eating your green vegetables. That's just stay consistent. It doesn't matter how tired your body is, even if you don't do a workout, right? Your food should be on point or as close to on point as possible. But if you fall down, it's okay. You know what we do? We get back up. So like I said, I've done 30-day challenges and other challenges the past couple years, and I always find that people start off strong, but I never know. I do everything I can, right? I will text people sometimes. I will tag them in the challenge. I'll send them messages and just say, hey, just checking on you. You doing okay? You still in the challenge? And some people are like, yeah, I'm still here. I'm just not checking in as much. And that's great. But then I have some people who are like, nah, I'm out the challenge. Like, and so sometimes I ask, because I just want to know, like, what happened? Well, you know, sometimes it's personal reasons. I don't get into any of that. I don't even ask any questions about personal reasons. Sometimes it's the people lack motivation, right? Like, I just really can't. Basically, what they're telling me is I just can't do it by myself, right? But let me tell you guys something. When it comes to this journey, you're not always going to have somebody there to motivate and encourage you. You're not going to always have someone there to kick your butt and say, let's do this. First of all, you have to want it for yourself. You have to want it for yourself so bad that it does not matter if when I'm doing a 30-day challenge, I don't come in and do the live videos with you guys. You should be able to get up and say, oh, she's not here today. I'm up. Let me go work out. I don't need her to do the Facebook Live workout with me in the group. I don't need that for the 30-day challenge. Oh, here's the challenge. Here's what I got to do today. I'll tell you this. I do 3 rounds with everybody in the group. 3 rounds. It takes us about 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all it takes to do that, right? But people still don't show up for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all it takes, and people still don't show up. So let me just tell you, it's all here. It's all about what you think you can do. It's all about what you say you can do and what you cannot do. And it's all about what you see, right? Because sometimes what you let discourage you is what you see in the mirror. Oh my God, I don't see any changes. I step on the scale, I don't see any changes, so I might as well give up. Who told you that weight loss happens overnight? I'll tell you this, I will see this in a lot of groups. I'm in a number of fitness groups, and people will show a before and after. They'll have like, I lost 100 pounds. I lost 50 pounds. I lost 150 pounds. And you can see the pictures side by side. They look amazing. The first thing people always ask when they see these pictures is, what did you do to get there? That should not be the first question you ask anyone that you see who has gone from one size to the next, and you see that they look amazing. You're like, oh my God, they look great. The first question you should always ask is this: how long did it take you to get from point A to point B? What that's gonna let you know is that's how long it's gonna take you to get from possibly point A to point B. So if you ask the question, how long did it take you to lose 50 pounds? Don't ask, what did you do to lose 50 pounds? Because they're going to tell you, I'm going to tell you what they're going to tell you. I changed my eating habits. I started exercising. I'm drinking more water, right? I'm riding a bike. I walk in my neighborhood. I'm going swimming. I'm hiking. They're doing all these awesome things, right, that has helped them to lose the weight. So they're going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you right now, that's what they did. The question is, how long did it take? So what happens is you're so concerned about what did you do to get there instead of asking them how long it takes. Because you know what? Sometimes it takes people 1 year. Sometimes the pictures you see, 1 year. Sometimes the pictures you see, 2 years. Sometimes the pictures you see, 3 years. It can take someone a long 3 years to lose 50 pounds. But all you see is A and B. And you don't see anything in between. And all you're wondering is, what did you do to get there? Let me tell you guys something. Y'all are smart. You women are smarter than any women. All women are smart. All men are smart. Y'all do the research. You go online. You see what they eat. Do this. Follow this. You know it's all about calories in, calories out, right? The less calories you eat, the weight you lose. But here's the thing. No one has ever told you it was good. They lost 50 pounds in 1 month. No one has ever told you they lost 50 pounds possibly in 2 months, right? It is a journey, and it's going to take you as long as it's going to take for you to stay consistent and be honest with yourself. You have to do that. You have to be consistent. You have to be constant in what you're doing in order to reach your goal. No, it's not going to happen overnight. And no, it may not happen in 3 months. And it may not happen in 6 months. And it may not happen in 9 months. But the more you give up, guess what? The longer it's going to take. Let's just get it right. The longer it's going to take because you keep giving up and you keep stopping and you keep not finding reasons to keep going. So you have to be consistent and you have to find the reasons on why you need to do it. Y'all, and I'm going to tell you, weight loss is not one of the reasons why y'all keep going. Medication is not one of the reasons, because if it was, a lot of you would still be going. A lot of you wouldn't give up, right? But there's something mentally, there's something in your mind, there's something, it may be emotional, it could be spiritual, it could be physical. There's something that is blocking you from going on with the journey when you started off with that power and you're like, oh, I can do this, I got it. And you actually see some results that happen, right? So you see some results that happen, and maybe the first week you lose 1 pound, and you lose another pound the second week. And then that third week, things begin to happen. Life begins to happen. And for some reason, you just stop showing up. It is time to stop doing that. It is time to start showing back up. It is time, week 1, show up. Week 2, show up. Week 3, show up. It doesn't matter what happens in your life. Continue to show up, right? A lot of us are still at home. You're not traveling to work, so those minutes or those hours that you're not driving, guess what? That is the time for you to work out. So some of you probably are now staying in bed later because you're like, well, I don't got to get up, I don't got to drive to work. Well, still get up at the same time and then work out instead and get it over with. So, with all that being said, right? With all that being said, you have to be consistent. You have to show up. You have to do it for you. You can't do it for somebody else. You can't even do it for your doctor. You have to do it for you, but you have to find the reasons why. And if you need some encouragement and some motivation, then get into a group. And it may take you a while to get into a group that you may find encouraging, motivational, where people are posting stuff daily and they're telling you, here's my journey, here's my struggles, how do I get through this? Ask questions when you're in groups. People are a lot more friendlier than you think they are. Ask questions, somebody's gonna reply. There's always going to be negativity in a group. You can get, I'm gonna tell you, I've seen it. You can get 100 compliments. You get 100 compliments. People will say, you're doing such a great job, you look amazing, oh my God. People ask you, what are you doing? How did you get there? And you answer them and you get one negative comment and then you're ready to quit. You're ready to get out the group because somebody says something negative to you. Stop letting those negative words affect you when you have 100 people telling you one thing and that one person who has been negative take you off track. Dig deep. This journey's about you. You can have, I don't care if it's 100 people, 99 people tell you something negative and one person encourage you. Who cares about the 99, right? It's the one that is encouraging, motivating you to keep going, right? You need at least that one person in your life. One. Don't matter about all the naysayers. It doesn't matter about the people who are like, well, you can't do it, and you're still fat, and your stomach's still hanging over, but you lost 20 pounds. No matter if you're still on medication. It don't matter about none of that at all. None of that stuff matters. If you got at least one person that is in your corner backing you, and they're encouraging you and motivating you, then that's all you really need. And sometimes, guess who that one person is? You. So y'all, hope this was a motivational message. I just want to just really encourage y'all, when you start the journey and all of that enthusiasm and all that energy you put into it is the same energy you got to put into it, and you got to keep throughout, even on those bad days, even on those sad days. You know, so many things happen in life. I fractured my ankle like 2 years ago. I fractured my ankle. I didn't let that stop me from working out. I just didn't do workouts that affected my ankle. I still did leg workouts. I still did arm workouts. I still did shoulder workouts. I still did biceps. I didn't do cardio because I couldn't, right? But I did everything else. I did donkey kicks with the other leg. I did donkey kicks with the fractured leg, right? I don't have to have my foot on the floor though. So you don't let, and so many things have happened now, don't let it stop you. Don't stress, try not to stress eat, right? Limit the amount of junk food you keep in your house. We all have it. We all, especially now we're all home. I have it. I have Snickers there. I just went to the store yesterday and I bought some rainbow sherbet ice cream. I bought some M&Ms, right? But what you want to do is, no one said it was going to be perfect. No one said you had to be vegan or vegetarian or don't eat any meat. No one said you had to stop eating pork. No one said you had to stop eating fried food. No one said any of these things. Right? Sometimes what y'all do is you go too far too fast, right? Take it easy. Slowly start cutting. That's what sometimes gets you off track. Slowly start cutting stuff back, right? 10,000 steps a day sounds like a lot. Then guess what? Just move as much as you can. It doesn't matter. Just move as much as you can. 64 ounces of water. That's in our 30-day challenge. 64 ounces of water is what we got to do. Guess what? That sounds like a lot to a lot of people. To some people, it sounds like nothing. Guess what? Just start where you're at. If that means you're drinking 32 ounces a day, start there. If that means you're drinking 8 ounces a day, start there. It doesn't matter. Start cutting back on liquor. That don't mean you can't drink wine if that's what you like to drink. That don't mean that you can't drink beer if that's what you like to drink. What it does mean, or if you like gin or whatever your beverage of choice is, soda, doesn't mean you don't have to stop drinking it. It just means you need to cut back and limit what you're eating and what you're drinking. Same with fried food. I like French fries. That's the fried food I eat. French fries. I don't eat fried chicken no more, but I love me some French fries. I don't fry them at home, but if I go out to some place to eat, I'll eat French fries because that's what I like them. I like them. Right? I like dessert. I love peach cobbler. I don't have peach cobbler all the time. I love brownies. I won't make them at home because I'll be eating a whole entire pan of brownies almost by myself. Right? So that's what you have to remember, is that it's not that you have to cut everything out, but you want to cut back. Just don't keep certain stuff in the house. Don't keep all of your weaknesses in the house. Maybe you have a few weaknesses, and those are some of the things you keep in the house. But don't keep all your weaknesses in the house. You'll be eating them all day. You know what another one of my weaknesses is? Crackers. Saltine crackers. I will eat saltine crackers like they cookies. I don't know why. I just like them. So cut back on that stuff. And at first it's going to be hard, but eventually your body will adjust. And sometimes when you try to go back and eat some of that stuff, your body's going to be like, what are you doing? And you're going to get a stomach ache and probably be on the toilet and all kinds of crazy stuff is going to be happening to you. So just do your best, everybody. Don't give up. No one said that your weight loss journey or your healthy lifestyle journey was a sprint. If it was, guess what? We'd all be whatever size we wanted to be. We'd all be walking around here in bikinis and tube tops and short shorts and whatever we want to wear. Some of us have bodies and don't want to wear that at all. Right? And so if it was a sprint, we'd all be there. We'd all have whatever body we wanted to have. We'd have it. But guess what? It's not a sprint. It is a marathon. Right? And if you've ever done, I've done a half marathon, so I know how long that took me to do. But it's a marathon. It has its ups and downs. Marathons have ups and downs. Hills, well, in North Carolina they do. Hills, some valleys, some turns, right? You got to turn back the other way. You know, there's a start and then there's an end. But for us, our journey does not end until we leave this earth. So you're going to have your ups and downs and your turns and you know, the valleys and the top of the mountains. And, you know, the other thing I want y'all to think about is what happens when you reach your weight loss goal. That's a different video. That is a completely different video. What happens when you reach your weight loss goal? And what do you do next? But I just want to encourage y'all, don't give up. You know, there are going to be days where you're going to be feeling good. There are going to be days where you're going to be feeling bad. But guess what? You still got to keep going. You got to stay consistent. You got to show up. You got to do it for you. All right, y'all. It's hot out here. I'm starting to sweat. I just wanted to come and give y'all some encouraging words just to say, keep going. Keep that same consistency. If you fall down, get back up. Don't beat yourself up about it. And it is not going to happen overnight. And it is not going to happen in 3 months. And it is not going to happen in 5 months. It is not going to happen in 7 months. It may take 12 months. It may take 14 months. It may take 24 months. It may take 3 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Take your pictures. You can see your progress. And then when you see your progress in pictures, you'll be like, I'm doing something. I don't care what the scale says. I am doing something. And guess what happens? When you start to see yourself change in those pictures, your confidence, I'm telling you, confidence is something else. when you see your body begin to change, that confidence level in you, and people are going to notice, they're going to probably be like, she must think she all that. They must think they all that. No, it's not that you think you all that. You just feel good about yourself, and you feel good about what you're doing, and you can see your progress. You know, when I was happy with the way my body looked, and I'm like everybody else. I'm not always happy with everything that, you know, that I see. Not that you see. I'm not always happy with the things that I see, but that doesn't make me give up. That just makes me say, okay, well, just keep doing what you're doing. So y'all know I don't even know what that was about. So you just gotta keep going and keep being consistent. I can't even stop laughing. You just gotta keep going and keep being consistent, and it just does not matter. It doesn't matter as long as you're showing up every day. He made me forget what I was talking about. But as long as you're showing up every day and being consistent, confidence, there it goes. So your confidence level will continue to go up, and it doesn't matter. Some people can be like, oh, she thinks she all that. I mean, y'all have heard some crazy stuff. Like, I was doing a cleanse, and it was 4th of July, and at the cleanse, I could not eat cooked food. I could only eat like fresh fruits and raw vegetables, and I did it, and I was at a barbecue, and someone said, see, this is why you're so small. You need to eat you some food. And I really wanted to be like, well, this is why you're so fat, because you probably need to eat less. But I ain't say all that. Right? But those are kind of things that go through your head sometimes. You just don't say them out loud. But I didn't. But what I did do was I stayed consistent, and I kept the promise to myself. I am going to stay on this cleanse, and I'm going to do this cleanse regardless of if I'm at this barbecue or not. I am not going to eat any of this food. I'm not going to eat any barbecue food. And is it hard? Yeah. But I had a goal. And with that goal, I said to myself, this is what I'm going to do. And I reached the goal. I didn't lie to myself. I just said, this is what you're going to do. Do it. Y'all, when you go to barbecues and stuff, you can have barbecue anytime you want to. Barbecue at your own house. How about that? You can have the same barbecue. You can have the same food. Take a plate home. Freeze it. Eat it later. But if you've made a promise to yourself, keep the promise to yourself. Everybody is so worried about, well, so-and-so made a promise to me and they didn't keep their promise. You won't keep a promise to your own self, but you want people to keep promises to you. All right, I got to go. Because I'm going to go on a whole other tangent on someplace else. So y'all, look, just be consistent. The journey's not easy. It's not going to take, it may not take 6 months. It may not take 12 months. It may take even longer. Ask people when you see their progress pictures. I don't care what they're doing. If they're doing shakes and teas and they're eating healthy food and they're losing weight and they've lost 50 pounds, you're like, oh boy, she looked good. She done lost 50 pounds. She got all this looking, and you see those before and after pictures. First question, ask them how long it take you to get there, because that's what people don't tell you. Unless they have the year on the photos, right? Unless they have the years on the photos, and sometimes you don't even pay attention to that. First question always is gonna be, what did you do to get that? What did you do to get your abs like that? What did you do to lose all that weight? No. How long did it take you to get from A to B? Second question, what did you do to get there? All right, y'all, have a great day. I'm gonna finish enjoying the rest of my Sunday. Hope this video helped you in some way, some shape or form. So y'all make sure you check out my website. I got like spider webs on my legs or something. www.lbxfitness.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, LBX Fitness Workouts. And if you guys want to join us for the June 30-day butt and calf challenge, you can sign up on my website, or just send me a message and I'll share the link with you so that you can sign up and register for that. The challenge is $5. That's it. $5, and that's all. All right, y'all, have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next motivational video or the workout video. Bye.
Keep pushing on, things are gonna get better.